What's up, y'all? Kendama, and I'm here with another Kendama unboxing. Today I am like super excited because I have two GT Kendamas right here from NACO that I got. These are two of the most dope drops this year and of Black Friday. I think these are going to be releasing by the time of this video, and you want to definitely like hop on. I got the Shido right here in this bag, and I got the Kaito Pro model in this bag, which I'm hyped about. That is super awesome. Second run of the Shido, and then first ever Kaito Pro model, which is amazing. I copped this because I want to support GT and I want to support everyone on that team. They're really, really dope. And then I got this for free on accident. So thank you, Jake. I really appreciate you letting me take this. That is really awesome. Enough of me blabbing. Let's get into each of these right now. First, let's start off with the Shido Wabang. Oh my God, sweet. First off the bag comes with that like GT throwback logo to the JKA stuff. And then on the back, it says a little bit about some of the stuff they're doing, and it's the beta 1 shape, so you can submit what you need and stuff and what you want from this shape, because it is a shape for the players, by the players, to modify and make better. Check that out. Clean, amazing kendama right here. Check out that seal right there, which looks amazing and beautiful. Got a little GT logo there on the underbird of the small cup. Nice maple construction ken on the beta 1, and then a nice beveled balance hole, which is kind of cool. Let's get into this Tama, because really, like, I'm in love with this Tama. So this it's a maple Tama, but check that out. What is that? Walnut, because it has a walnut core. In terms of walnut cores, I feel like they help a lot with like your Tama turning, because it's lighter in the middle when you toss your Tama. I don't know, maybe it's a placebo effect, but honestly, I feel like it helps a lot. I feel like my Tama turns are happening when I'm doing like 1.5 swaps or juggles and all that kind of stuff. It helps a lot. Wait, I'm not wearing my GT shirt. Let me go wear my GT shirt really quick. I'm now wearing my GT shirt. I feel like a new person. That feels way better. We got this right here, this Tama. Again, the Tama turns, all that, but also it's white. Something about all white Tamas is super clean to me. The premium Azora white, one of the like craziest things ever. It broke the Kendama world when it came out. Was one of the most sought after things. Now we got to throw back to that, paying homage to it with all of the simplicity and solid color designs. I don't know what it is about this drop of sticky paint from China, but it is like uneven on the surface and really, really sticky. I don't know what it is, but every single one of those GTs that were at NACO, and I'm pretty sure every single one from this drop, have this kind of like uneven finish on the surface, which I don't care about, because listen to this. Yeah, that's ridiculous, and I don't know what's going on, but that is literally illegal, and that is super awesome and cool that this paint feels like that. Like that, guys, that's ridiculous. If you aren't even like the biggest fan of the shape or whatever like that, get it for the Tama. Like, I'm not even kidding. This version of China Sticky in this batch, I don't know if we'll ever see it again because they can never reproduce anything the same. But yeah, for that alone, this batch of sticky paint is illegal and amazing. Now, enough of the Tama, enough of me fangirling of walnut core and stuff. Here is the GT Beta 1 right here. I did not get my chance to play whatever the first one was, but this is the first, I think, revision of the GT Beta 1 thing. I think it's really cool GT's doing that, letting the community decide what they need to change with their shape. Very, very tall shape, very tall boy-esque in my opinion. It's one of the tallest GT shapes in my opinion. Right here, something they're China producing more often than producing in America. We got the TO shape right here. So a couple of you might have this, but just check out how much taller it is than the TO shape right here. It is actually insane. For more comparisons, the cups are actually very, very similar. They have like kind of like the roundness on the bird stalls, which is really cool. And then the shapes are actually pretty similar as well in terms of like the thinness and the serrato. The width, maybe the beta is a little bit wider, but specifically the distance between here and here is wider on the beta 1. The cups are also like really, really just big all around. I like at the size of all these cups. They're just gonna surface contact your Tama just well every single time. Very, very solidly, very, very nicely. Because it's a longer shape, those Ken flips are gonna be kind of like very swaying towards the base cup area. So you definitely wanna watch out for that for your Ken flips when you're adjusting to this shape. Definitely like wait a little bit longer on those Kens because it's longer. It just physically, science-wise, because it is longer, it'll take longer to go around in a circle, which is totally fine. In terms of the stalls on this thing, very, very solid. I think part of that is the walnut on the maple, but very nice points right there. As you can see, you'll see me rip a couple of stall tricks really quick. This handle stall is a little interesting. It kind of does lean that way more than it should, so that's something to watch out for. You'll probably want to land it somewhere there. And then this ring is nice, pretty basic. It doesn't like grip either side this way too much, so it's gonna rock, and this way it's gonna shift a little bit. But if you're good at your rings, if you were like honed on the trick, you'll be able to do them. It'll be doable. I can do them. Look, I just did one. I'm very excited for taps. Taps on long kendamas are like pretty insane. They're fat, they're super awesome. And then slings on this thing, I'm super excited about as well. There's just so much space. It's not PR levels, but it's definitely hooking onto your finger, as you can see from this fast, slow. If I go slow, fast, slow, it's on there. It feels secure. It feels great. So, you know, watch me bust out a couple tricks. It feels really, really good and really solid in the hand. Again, the biggest thing is gonna be that it is a longer shape, so you are just gonna have to like adjust to the playability of the longer shape. A couple of features as well that I've noticed on this, obviously we have like the swoop, but it's not as like pronounced as, you know, different, older iterations of the GT. But again, your in-hand feeling right here with the thumb is gonna feel great and awesome because it is curved to your thumb. And also it is very, very long. I just did a video on this right here, which is the blunt. And very similar actually in size and height, the slip stop area. So these rings to handle saw area right here, pretty much the same, which is cool, but the approaches are different. This one has a shorter sword and this one has a longer sword. So there is that. I do like the overall chunk and proportions of this. Even though it is a longer shape, it doesn't feel out of place. The cups are just wide enough to feel proportionate to the length of the sword. Things like the amped from Sweets felt weird because the Serato was like so narrow and the sword was so long. But this right here, very proportionate. I like what this is. You can even see it on camera, like it doesn't look crazy on camera, but this is, again, a taller, longer shape. Something I noticed is they're going for like this half bullet tip kind of feel. I don't think it's the shiv. It might be the shiv. The shiv's really sharp, but it's just pointed at the top, but has a rounded outness right here. So it's not like a really hard angle right here where it tapers in. That's really cool and interesting. Overall, just a really clean and beautiful kendama, but we're not done yet. We still got a second kendama, dude. Boom, check that out. Kaito Nakajima Pro Mod. Oh my God. So little story really quick. I played Kaito my second round of freestyle and he wrecked me super hard, which is understandably so. He's Catch and Flow 2019 world champion. He is a lot of different things. He is an amazing kendama player and 100% deserves this beautiful pro model that I will be showing off to you right now. Also, he was super nice. He talked to me, and just getting to talk to him a little bit, his English is like good. Like, even though he said his English wasn't that good, like I was able to hold conversation with him. He's just a really awesome, generally nice person. And shout out to you, Kaito. You have big things going for you as a kendama player, being this young and being this good. And congratulations on this pro model. Let's get into, what's in this thing really quick. So as you can see on this Tama, it is again that like interesting, why is this sticky paint so much better than every batch type deal. So that's really cool. We got the really cool green stripes at the top, the cool GT logos all around. You probably can't see them too well, but they're there. And then this nice white, almost like Roman glyphs, I don't know what to call it, but it's really cool at the bottom. It's a nice like 20 split right here at the bottom, and then the tracking ring with the black right there. If you look at it far away, you probably won't be able to see it on camera. It says like, it either says Kaito, Kendama, or Grain Theory. There's an A in there and an O somewhere in there, so I'm assuming it says Kaito on there. There's a hidden message in these green stripes, which I think is really cool. Never really seen that done before on a kendama. This is a maple Tama, so that's really nice if you like or do not like maple tamas, but it is a maple Tama. And then the shape right here. So this is based off of the Beta 1, but has some slight differences, and we'll talk about that right now. So it looks like Grain Theory is taking like the Chrome route, which is taking their base model and then having their players modify it, which I think is really cool. Very first thing you can tell is that this has a normal spike and this has the shiv spike right here. So normal spike, shiv spike. For the most part, it looks like the cups are the same. The cup sizes seem pretty identical from what I can see. The widths feel the same as well. The Kaito is a little bit more narrow in the cups, but the cups are the same distance outside width-wise. So what I mean is that the distance between here and here, a little bit more narrow, and then the cup rims, a little bit thicker on this guy right here. On camera, you're not gonna be able to see it, but take my word for it. Narrower here, cup stalls are thicker, bird stalls are thicker. Another thing is the swoop. It looks a little bit more angled, actually. The Kaito shape might be completely like just adjusted to Kaito completely, which is really, really good. But it seems like it's a little bit smaller right here in this area, right? It feels a little bit more taller on the GT Beta 1, which is really cool. But the dimensions of the ring and the handle saw feel the same pretty much. It's just this area right here is squished in, okay? The biggest thing is going to be this balance hole. This balance hole is not as deep at all compared to the Beta 1. Obviously, this is going to be dependent on if you have cup heavy Ken compared to the sword, but all these modifications, every single one of these things actually makes it really its own shape. That I like when you look at them far away, you can't really tell, but when you look at them close up, it's actually pretty insane. So yeah. You can sling on it still. You can get like a good 3. I definitely think the GT Beta 1's a little bit better for the slings, but I have a very big hunch that this is better at lunars. This is definitely better at lunars with sacrifices of not being able to do slings as much. I think with the lost weight of making this area a little bit squashed in compared to the Beta 1, you lose a little bit of that weight for the slings, which is totally fine because you can still do your 3s, just a little bit different. Again, with that sticky paint though and the lunars, they're just insane. Going back and forth is quite awesome on this. The Ken flips are gnarly on this just because it is shorter overall. That little bit of length that this is missing compared to the Beta 1, it is so fast when it comes to the flips and stuff. And then the taps are fat. Obviously, Kaito's amazing at taps, but this is also doing its purpose really, really good at taps. Dude didn't miss during NACO, which was mind-boggling to see. Being his opponent and kind of watching my defeat happen in front of my eyes was quite awesome, I will say. Quite awesome. This shape is definitely meant for Kaito's playstyle. Ken flip juggles, lunars, and taps, and stalls. Guys, the stalls on this are still really, really great as well. Very reminiscent. I would say the stall angles are slightly more angled than the Beta 1. I could be wrong about that, but that feels great. This also feels, oh my god, that handle stall is amazing. That handle stall is great. And then that ring stall, it'll happen. It'll happen. It's pretty good. I didn't really go over details of the Ken because there's not that many details on the Ken. There's not even a signature of Kaito. I think it's because it's on the Tama. The only thing we got there is that GT logo right there on that small under section right there, which is really, really great. I am so happy I have this Kaito Pro model and so privileged to do this video on the Kaito Pro model, which is amazing, super awesome, and super dope. You can cop this by the time this video comes out. You should definitely cop. 1, Kaito's the GOAT. 2, Kaito's awesome. 3, the shape plays really good. 4, the paint on this is insane. And 5, the whole thing is designed very amazing. Now, it's not your flavor. Obviously, we got the Shido right here, basic white, basic everything on it. Like, these are 2 really cool drops from GT. If you guys are interested at all, go ahead and check out their website. Go ahead and cop, do all that stuff. These are 2 amazing offerings. I have some bias towards this though. This guy's really cool. I like this guy a lot. This guy, yeah. That one's really cool. That's it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, and hit post notifications so you can be one of the first to watch these videos when they come out. And obviously sharing the video goes a long way for the channel. This is KendramaCo, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.